Hey, good morning. Merry Christmas. It's a white Christmas across most of Northeast Ohio. I'm 3 News Meteorologist Matt Standridge. I want to talk about what kind of snow we saw last night and where we're going for the rest of the day. I'm in downtown. Of course, you got the beautiful Christmas lights all around me, and I'm going to give you a tour on what happened here last night. But the snow continues to fall. The thing with this system is that we had a lot of system snow that was a little bit wetter, and then eventually we're changing over more to lake effect, and we're starting to make that transition right now. The snowflakes have gotten just a little bit smaller in size. They're a little bit drier, but they're definitely still coming down. You're looking right now towards the north. You're looking towards the lawn of the public square, and you can see the snow coming down with some of the street lights out here. Now, roadways are covered, so be careful if you do have to travel this morning. You got some of the Cleveland buses downtown here still making their routes, but notice even the middle of the road going right through the public square, it's completely snow covered. All the roads are snow covered here in downtown and likely all across Northeast Ohio. So just take it easy if you are trying to visit some family today. They are definitely slick. The sidewalks are slick as well. Now in downtown specifically, we have picked up about a half foot or so, maybe sometimes a little bit closer to 7 to 8 inches. Sometimes it's hard to tell because they keep shoveling some of the sidewalks. It's hard to tell exactly when, but when you go to some of the grassy areas that have been untouched, for example, you're looking at this tree right here. I'm gonna go ahead and step in it. By the way, I couldn't find my ruler yardstick this morning. It's terrible for a weatherman, right? Well, I'm going ahead and standing in some fresh snow. It's a little bit deeper here, but you can tell that the snow has really accumulated overnight. I know I've got pajamas on. It's Christmas morning, but it's coming well above my ankle right now. There's a solid at least 6, 7, 8 inches or so this morning. So once again, I'm in downtown, and let me just give you a kind of a tour. I'm going to switch the camera around, and I'm going to show you what's going on this morning. I'm right by the big Christmas tree in the square. It's a beautiful morning with all the snow showers out there. It is cold though. Guys, I'm going to show you some of the temperatures here in a moment, but we've got wind chills in the single digits. So I'm going to head a little bit further west. You got some of the bus stops over here. Mainly, it's just been bus traffic this morning in downtown, but it's a beautiful sight to see. The snow this morning, just make sure if you do have to travel, travel is difficult this morning. In fact, we were looking at a lot of traffic maps, and you know when you're looking at those and they're all orange and red, it's not good, and there's not a lot of cars out there anyway. So all the vehicle traffic that is out there has been very slow this morning and will continue to be so for the rest of the day. There's a vehicle right there. I'm going to go ahead and zoom just a little bit closer to the road to kind of show you what I'm talking about. And trust me, they've had several plows on these streets throughout the overnight hours, but there's still solid accumulation pretty much everywhere. You've got to watch some of these places where you get on the side and you get some melting and then it refreezes. So there are definitely slick spots when you're trying to make those turns, at least in downtown, and that'll be the same area wide across Northeast Ohio. Looking at the terminal tower, it's snowy this morning. In fact, it's hard to see the top with the American flags up there and the Ohio flag, just with all the snow that continues to fall this morning. You're looking towards some of the wreaths there on the terminal tower. It's a beautiful morning, a white Christmas for us in Northeast Ohio. All right, let's go ahead. We'll walk towards the north a little bit, towards the Old Stone Church. And man, guys, it is really cold. I want to show you some of these numbers that we have this morning. I brought a tablet out. Hold on, let me flip around the camera for you for a second. I'm just looking at the ground. All right. It's cold this morning. I've got gloves, but it's hard to hit the screens. All right, let me switch this around. So this morning, this was the most recent temperature map that we had. Guys, it is very cold this morning. Bundle up if you are headed out. We're in the teens. And then that light blue number next to every single town, that's the wind chill. It is down to feeling like it's 1 degree in Worcester this morning, 3 in Akron and Canton, 5 in Youngstown, and same in downtown. And I would not be surprised if some of us felt like the negative, going into the negative later this morning as temperatures continue to cool off just a little bit more. I want to talk about what we're going to expect the rest of the day. So we had widespread snow overnight. All of us got some snow overnight. However, I think the screen's burn out. Might be too cold for it, to be honest. Well, what I was going to show you is the map with the snowfall projections that we're going to be getting And if you live in the lake effect snow belt, guys, some of us are going to pick up at least another half foot to 10 inches of snow. It looks like there could be an impressive band that tries to form, or a couple different bands that try to form a little bit later this morning and into the afternoon. For the rest of us, kind of from Akron to Canton and then west towards Lorain and Elyria, we could pick up another 3-4 inches or so. And then further towards the south, Worcester, Mansfield, we could get some accumulation, but it's going to be a little bit tougher. At least those showers are going to pretty much continue area wide, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to flip the camera around again. We're walking towards the Old Stone Church. Got some construction around it. We've had it for a while now. They're working on some apartment complex nearby, but there's the church covered in snow. Isn't that beautiful? It looks like a Christmas card. But a beautiful morning here, just a little bit after 7 o'clock. Hope you're waking up and staying warm this morning, because it's really, really cold, and that wind gets you too. Now, the wind has not been as strong as the previous winter storm that we had just after Thanksgiving, so hopefully power outages aren't as bad, but there could be a couple power outages later this morning, so just keep that in mind. We're on the north end of the public square. You got the Christmas lights, you got the snow, everything's covered in white this morning. And once again, if you're just tuning in, here in downtown, we picked up a solid 6, 7, 8 inches of snow. And so I was looking at some of the numbers from the National Weather Service, and they had picked up between 3 to 4 inches for most of us area wide as of midnight last night. And so it continued to snow all night long. So add another 3-4 inches to that for your 7 o'clock kind of reading. But now you're looking across the lawn there, the north lawn. They got it closed off for the next couple months, but see downtown, it's a beautiful sight. I'm just going to slowly pan around, enjoy the snow. So definitely a white Christmas for Northeast Ohio. And these flakes are getting a little bit smaller than they were earlier. I know they probably still look big on the camera, but compared to earlier, they've gotten a little bit smaller in size. They're a little bit drier this morning. But we'll continue to have this fine snow throughout the rest of the day. So on and off throughout the rest of the day. If you live in the snow belts, guys, be on the lookout for several more inches. So I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. We're going to do a few more updates throughout the rest of the morning. You can follow the whole weather team, Chief Meteorologist Betsy. You've got Matt Wentz, you got Jason Frazier, and you got Holly Serrano. We're all covering this winter storm for you guys. But the good news is that a lot of this has mainly just been snow. The wind is out there. It makes it feel cold, but it's not too strong to where it's going to be causing several power outages, but we could have a few. But roadways are going to remain slick the rest of the day, so keep that in mind. All right, you guys have a very Merry Christmas and stay warm.